So I'm Mitch Pryor. I'm an electrician. We're from Melbourne, Victoria, and I work in the family business. We love architecture and interior design.
Hi, I'm Corinne. I'm Mitch's wife. I am a National Accounts Manager for Technical Sales. We have a beautiful daughter who's 2 years old and loves getting up to mischief and making our life very busy. We have a strong passion for architecture and design.
What made you fall in love with this house?
Definitely the tree out the front. And it was probably the only house that sat on the block nicely in our price point.
So yeah, I guess there was a few houses that we missed out on. There was the one in was it Ross Trevor or Ross Court? We missed out to the builders, and then there was the other one near Holiday Park that we missed out because someone didn't want to sell it to us after signing a contract, which is a bit weird.
The Holiday Park one would have been not too bad just because of the location, but it was a much smaller block, a much smaller house.
Good spot though.
It was a good spot. I feel like this is a bit more homely though. I don't know. And just
Yeah.
being down from the school, it has some kind of
Vibe.
Why did you fall in love with the house?
Why did I fall in love with the house?
Because I fell in love with the house.
Yeah. I mean, that makes it very easy.
You actually didn't fall in love with the house. We got offered the house
Hold on. I looked at the house on Google Maps and then binned it. Yes, you're right. I did do that. And it was because there was a bus stop on the street that happens to be a bus stop down the line.
And only for schools as well, isn't it? Or it's not a very common kind of.
No, it's a bus. It's a bus that runs for 4 hours of a day, and it's a small bus route. It's not anything psycho. So yes, that was my bad. We could have got this off market if I was actually did a drive by.
So what'd you learn? Always listen to your wife.
Always don't judge a book by its cover off Google. Invest the time and look at it properly.
That is true. That's a good point.
It is a good point. I don't know. I guess this is the quintessential sort of Australian dream with the veranda out the front and the old rocking chair, sort of weatherboard style that I grew up in. So I really liked that. Tree is a massive plus, and the garden in this house was amazing, and that was pretty cool. But yeah, it was more. Yeah, it was probably more than it was just something that was nostalgic and. The family orientated vibe is pretty cool around here. So
yeah. I love we've been able to put the swing in the front in the tree at the front. That daughter is so cute, and she actually loves it. I was skeptical whether she'll actually use it, and
she loves it.
She thinks
every time she sees it, yeah,
the best. So that's
riding
cool.
a bike down the hill,
yeah,
like a maniac. So when we got the plans back from Nick, the original concepts and the psycho ideas that we sort of came up with, what did you think? Too big, too small? I don't know.
Everyone kept saying how big the house is going to be, and that does scare me a little bit. But in saying that,
my old man doesn't stop saying how this is going to be a mansion.
There's been people saying that the main living area is going to be like a tennis court. But you know what? Living in the current situation, being in a unit, I am so excited for space and for my daughter to run around.
The unit's the same size as the living space. So yeah, it's completely different.
And I do have to say, I love having a spot for everything.
So all our joinery.
All the joinery
which we haven't designed yet with Harley.
In the past, we've gone for lighter colours, and I think we're going to try for something a little bit more out of the box this time.
We've got a design consult next week, actually.
Yeah.
For the first time. And we have our goodie bag that we'll have to trolley into see Mick and the girls. And it's going to be interesting to see what What expensive things she picks out within our cheaper things in there. I'm intrigued to see if she.
It is always interesting. Building on a budget, you have to be conscious of how much you spend. And we always throw things to Michaela, and sometimes she's like, "Nope, that looks cheap," and other times
She never
barely
knows.
knows. So we'll see how we go.
Yeah. Hopefully we
Um,
get like the voluminous things through under the radar, and then she can go spend some money on some splashbacks.
that's the plan.
That's the plan. Always the plan.
So back to the plans, the architectural plans. I really like the idea of not having any windows on the second story,
They're south
um,
facing.
facing the street.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how it comes together.
The Death
Will it
Star.
look like a big white box, or will it make it look like modern and edgy? We will see.
It's a backdrop. It's a canvas in front of our garden.
That's another idea, is that the house kind of makes the tree pop, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the tree is the
It's
feature
like
and changes through the seasons.
And that's why we bought the house. So
Yeah.
we can't chop it down.
Yeah. I don't know how we're going to be feeling in autumn, raking up all the leaves though.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah. Well, put it this way, we're on the high side of the hill, so they fall down the hill. So they'll become our problem, and then hopefully Mother Nature helps that out to our neighbours' disgust. Having said that, though, everyone in the street's got deciduous trees, so I'm sure this street's just going to be polluted in tree rubbish.
Leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would be cool because it's like, we've got the White House in summer and spring, it's all green, and then it changes to red in autumn. And then you get the sculptural part of the tree in winter.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see it move through the seasons.
Yes.
Something else that I'm interested to live in and see how it goes. Again, another thing that's been a family conversation is the little courtyard.
I was like, what are you gonna bring up here? Is it like
So we've designed a small courtyard that connects the garage and the mudroom together. So you have to walk it's probably like 4 meters.
yeah, about that.
Yeah. So you will have to like walk from the garage 4 meters in the environments to the back door. I think it would be totally fine. I really like the idea of the courtyard. It brings a lot of light in, so it allows us to utilize the space, having windows in the kitchen,
Yeah, the office, Audrey's bedroom.
Audrey's bedroom. So yeah.
Yeah, with some, a lot of garden. So it's just another aspect of garden that you can bring within the house.
Yeah.
We lose some square meterage in terms of house space, but I think you gain a lot of. There's segregation between the front and the back as well, so it makes the house look more dimensional. So it gives you that box out the back's gonna feel a bit detached, which I think from the streetscape will look a bit. It'll look grand yet.
Not like overtaking the front exterior.
Yeah, it doesn't tower over the front exterior because it is set back. So I think you get that sort of 3-dimensional.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
That's the design intent anyway. So watch this space, I guess. What do you think is Mitcham as an area? Like, I know we're in Nunawading at the moment in the rental, but how do you think, as a family goes to sort of grow a family in Mitcham, how do you feel about growing a family in Mitcham?
Well, let's talk about the big elephant in the room first.
What's the elephant in the room? I want 5 acres.
Well, I do want 5 acres, but our deal was that we had to be within 1 hour of my horses, and Mitcham is 59 minutes. So well done, Mitch.
Yeah.
So that gets the first tick. In regards to living here, I've actually really enjoyed it. It's like really nice and leafy without feeling too damp and enclosed,
Yeah.
especially in this little pocket that we're in. We're just down the road from the school, so that'll be interesting. Our daughter might not be living there when our daughter goes to school, but I think it should be like a nice family feeling kind of area. And there's quite a few parks around. I mean, Halliday Park's like renowned, but there's quite a few
Smaller
parks just around this area.
Stations are down the street, so if we've got to go to the footy or something or into the city.
And there's like a little BMX.
Yeah, jump park at the end of the street.
Don't think Audrey's quite ready for that yet.
She's getting there. She's getting there.
So far, really good vibe, and I believe one of the butchers around in this area has the best sausages as well. So what can you go wrong? Where can you go wrong?
Yeah.
What's your biggest worry about the build?
Getting it done in the time frame that I've required.
I'll tell you my biggest worry.
What's your biggest worry? Budget.
Yes, Mitch sticking to budget. He always sees bright, shiny things and our money just goes.
Yeah, but it's all value add.
It can be. I'll give you that. It can be.
It can be. It always is. Anyway, so
This season on Beyond the Materials, we next episode we're going to see the girls at Hartley Interior Design, which is pretty cool. Get to run them through. What do we get to run through? Well, I'm super excited to show them the finishes we are looking at.
You're excited. I'm stressing out. I'm like, oh, is she going to like this? Is she going to love these crazy ideas? This is definitely not what she normally goes with. Something
we love about Mick from Hartley is she knows what she likes, and what she likes is amazing. It's not like wishy-washy and it's not like, oh, maybe. She's very good at steering you in the right direction. So if we've chosen things that are
not her style, she'll definitely let us know.
Or not her style, maybe not necessarily going to work together.
Yeah.
We will definitely know and hear about it, which I think's great, rather than just, maybe not knowing. So
there's nothing worse than an interior designer or an architect that goes, oh, what do you think? It's like, well, what am I paying you for?
But Michaela does have expensive taste, which is nothing wrong with that. But not necessarily in our budget.
Yeah, well, we have champagne taste on a beer budget. And, I mean, the whole idea is going to see Mick with these samples is that we do have large variations in costings. So we have things that are, $150 a square, but we also have stuff that's like down to like almost $30 a square. And when you mix them in together, who knows what could happen? Mick could choose anything. So it's going to be really interesting to see if that $30 tile makes the cut and then how it's then implemented into the house to make that high-end finish. So, yeah, it's not high-end is only high-end when you collaborate it all together and it's all one where, a whole heap of cheap things looks cheap. Whole heap of expensive things looks expensive, but a mix of the two, I mean, we don't really know. Well, we do know because we've done this before in our last houses with these sorts of finishes.
I would just like to also add that we try not to compromise on quality as such. It's usually like a finish that might look a bit more premium that we can't quite reach. But like Mitch said, when you mix the two together, you can come up with a pretty, cool result. So, well, we're hoping so anyway. We shall see. What are you excited to show Mick, or what design features are you excited to discuss? I mean, we've got a few ideas internally of things that we're not quite sure about, like on the plans.
I think our colour drenched a color drenched red rooms for the powder and the shower room is. I can't wait to see her face when she goes, "Are you serious?" I think it's one of those things that it'll definitely be like, she'll either love it or hate it. I just not sure how she'd respond to it. But I'm hoping she loves it because I love the idea. I think, I mean, we did the beautiful green through the last house, and it's going to be interesting to see if she likes that sort of terracotta-y, reddy stuff that we've chosen for this one. So, yeah, also wanting to go that darker joinery. What do you think? Pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty out. I wouldn't say out there, but definitely something that we haven't done before. We're just starting to see it. Not, I wouldn't say trend, but we're starting to see a few houses a little bit more moody, not so much of just that really light kind of coastal feel. And we want to push the envelope a little bit and create something that feels warm, as well as a little bit unique. We don't want to just do the boring same old thing, and we haven't done a dark color before, so
I think the thing that I'm concerned about is like trying to keep that unique and homely and like a sense of space as well, because the dark will confine everything a fair bit. So it'd be really interesting to see how it results. And then we also design things on the fly. So it'd be interesting to see what sort of curveballs we throw at it and what sticks and what doesn't.
Yeah, I totally agree. I also think we're going to try and add a little bit of color. Like I said, the color drenching. But I feel like we've got some ideas of some warm tones in the kitchen and stuff. So we've also bought 2 cylindrical range hoods.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
That we need to do something with. So they're actually got different finishes on them currently. So we've got some ideas of some cool things to do. And now we've got to consult Mick and see what she thinks.
Yeah, what are we thinking at the moment? I mean, we've
had a couple ideas.
They're completely different colors. So one's white and then one's stainless. One's about 400 mil higher than the other. So I've got to modify them to cut them down, which is pretty awesome because they're almost $8,000 each, and we got them for about, I think, $800 each. So yeah, it was like they're quasi, so they're pretty amazing. But yeah, it's going to be super sick to see. My idea at the moment is to wrap them in joinery, but being a round piece, I'm not a cabinet maker, so I just don't know exactly how that's going to work.
So I guess this is something that Michaela will be able to help us navigate and
tell us if we're crazy or not.
Yeah, we'll see what the final product eventuates to be.
If you enjoy this video, head over to our YouTube, Beyond the Materials, and like us for a follow.